Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris Odogo. If this is your first time here, I say a very big welcome to you. I'm glad that you made it. And if you are a returning visitor, you're welcome. You know how we do it. Always talking about issues of the heart, issues that have to do with love, dating, and relationships in general. Today is no exception as I'll be talking to you about how to be friends with your ex without catching feelings. That's a very touchy subject. I know some people would never want to be friends with their ex. No matter what happens, they don't want to ever. But you see, sometimes you might find yourself in a situation whereby you don't mind being friends with your ex. Yes, things didn't work out between both of you, but you think they are cool. You think that you still want to have them in your life. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I don't have a problem with it personally, but you want to make sure that you don't end up shooting yourself in the foot. That is what this video is about. I'm here to share with you some tips on how to ensure that while you're being friends with your ex, you don't develop feelings that will get you into trouble. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready for the show, I am ready. So let's dive into it. The first tip on how to be friends with your ex without catching feelings is to make sure that you have gotten over them completely. If you still have feelings for your ex, being friends with them is not good at all. You see, you're just setting yourself up for something bad to happen. And when it comes to whether or not you still have feelings for your ex, most times we're not honest about it. We tell our friends that we've gotten over our ex, or we have nothing, we don't feel anything for them. But in reality, we do. So now is the time for you to be honest to yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. It's about you. Ask yourself, do I still have feelings for this person? Romantic feelings? If the answer is yes, now is not the time for you to befriend your ex. It's not, because it's just going to get mixed up and things could turn out messy. You can only truly be friends with your ex when your feelings are out of the way. The feelings you had for them while you were dating them are no longer existed, okay? If you have feelings for your ex, you are indirectly looking for an opportunity to be in their life. There's a part of you that still wants them back. That's why you want to be friends with them, if you still have feelings for them. But when you no longer have feelings for them and you feel the need to be friends with them, you can tell for a fact that it's not about what happened in the past. It's not about your relationship with them. It's about your personality and their personality, being able to get along together as friends. All right. So make sure, confirm it, and be sure for a fact that you no longer have feelings for your ex if you want to be friends with them. The second tip on how to be friends with your ex without catching feelings is to set clear boundaries. It's your ex we're talking about. You had a life with that person, so if you go into that friendship without setting clear boundaries, you are indirectly setting yourself for something that will be out of your control, okay? So you need to say to yourself, actually, when it comes to setting clear boundaries, you need to work together with your ex. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever boundary you want to set, you need to communicate it to them. What is acceptable in this friendship and what is not acceptable? How are you guys going to relate with each other? Can you guys visit each other? Can you guys touch each other? Can you guys, You know the boundaries. It's your life. It's your relationship. You know the things that could, trigger them in certain ways. You know the things that could trigger you in certain ways. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are developing feelings for this person, and it gets even worse if they don't reciprocate those feelings. So you have to be careful. All right. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to fall madly in love with this person and history might just repeat itself again. Set clear boundaries. All right. Without those boundaries, anything goes. They could even take advantage of you. But when you have established boundaries, if they are stepping out of line, you can call them to order with your full chest. You're going to say, hey, this is not acceptable. All right, this is acceptable, but this is not acceptable. Clear boundaries with your ex in that friendship will help you, maintain your sanity. It will stop you from going crazy because if you don't set those boundaries, I tell you what, both of you might begin to have expectations of each other that are unrealistic. With those boundaries, you will be kept in check. Both of you will have like a guide to, help you in navigating your friendship. It will help you guys to ensure that, your friendship plays out well. Your friendship isn't tied to your relationship. The third tip on how to be friends with your ex without catching feelings is to treat them as a friend and not an ex. Platonic relationships are different from romantic relationships, no matter how close both of you are. So if you're not able to differentiate both, you might find yourself relating with your ex as though you are dating them. You've dated this person before, so it's easy for you to fall back to that. It's very easy. It will just seem natural. Okay, so from the beginning, you need to be able to, differentiate both. You need to be able to say that this person is my friend. Yes, we dated, but that's in the past now. If you're relating with them, you're hanging out with them, whatever it is you're doing with them, you need to see them through the lens of a friend. Treat them the same way you would treat just any other friend, just any other good friend, depending on how close both of you are. If you're not careful, you might begin to give them the treatment that you would give to someone you're dating. Yes, and that's where problems will begin to come up. Things will begin to go wrong because when you do it the first time, they will expect you to continue to do it. All right, you need to be able to set that mark and say, you know what, you're my friend, and I'm going to relate with you in a certain way. There's no need getting all romantic. This person is your friend, not your date. Okay, don't treat them as somebody you are dating again. You guys are not getting back together into a relationship. No, that ship sailed a long time ago. You guys are together now as friends. No special treatment, okay? The only special treatment you're going to give them is the special treatment that you can give to another friend. All right? No boyfriend privileges and no girlfriend privileges. They are just a friend to you. Maybe not just a friend. They might mean a lot to you as a friend. Okay, you get my point. All I'm trying to say is that if you're not careful, you might find yourself treating your ex as your date, as someone you're in a relationship with. You might get things mixed up, okay? And when that happens, people will have expectations, and if those expectations are no longer being met, there might be trouble. The fourth tip on how to be friends with your ex without catching feelings is to keep the details of your love life off the table. You and your ex, being friends now, might decide to be open to each other. You might want to, talk about everything, but you need to understand that some topics, some areas of your life have to be off the table, and your love life is one of them. You don't have to share the little details of your love life with your ex turned friend. It's okay for them to know if you've started dating again. It's even okay for them to know who you are dating. But beyond that, you don't owe them any other explanation. Because the minute you begin to tell them about your sex life, guess what? They will begin to compare. They'll be like, okay, is this person better than me? Am I better than this person? What is this person doing that I wasn't doing? What is this person doing that I could have done? And you don't need all that comparison. You don't. So save yourself that trouble by keeping the details of your love life to yourself. Don't share it with them. It's not necessary. You guys didn't become friends just so you could tell them about your love life. And it goes vice versa. Don't be asking them about their love life. Don't be asking them about who they're dating or how that person is different from you. No, it will only show that you're still hung up on them. Why do you want to know all that? It's not necessary. So it's in your best interest that while you're friends with your ex, both of you keep the details of your love life off the table. Yes, you can be there for each other if the need arises, but that's it. You don't call them every minute to talk about your love life. You don't call them to tell them about that new person you're dating. No. You have other friends you can do that with. Don't do that with your ex-turned friend. If you do that, you might just be opening up the stage for unhealthy comparisons. Somebody might begin to feel like, hey, they weren't good enough for you. Like, hey, if they had done what your current date is doing, both of you might still be together. Alright, save yourself and your ex that trouble by keeping the details of your love life off the table. The fifth tip on how to be friends with your ex without catching feelings is to know when things are getting out of hands. You don't want to catch feelings for your ex, but sometimes things happen. You might just find yourself doing that no matter how much you try to stop it from happening. But before it escalates, before it goes any further, you need to take a step back. Alright, if that friendship is beginning to hurt you because you are developing feelings for them and they're not reciprocating or they're not feeling the same way, or you just don't even want that to happen, you don't want to date this person, there's a reason both of you didn't work out. You guys broke up for a reason and you don't want to be in that situation again. Yes, you don't mind being friends with them, but you don't want to date them again. You don't want to be romantically involved with them, right? The minute you sense that that is happening, you need to recognize it and take a step back. Take yourself out of that situation before things get worse. Because if you don't, things might just get out of control and you'll have yourself to blame. You'll be like, how did I not see that? How did I let that to happen? So the minute you notice that feelings are beginning to crop up and you don't want that to happen, take a break, okay? Take yourself out of that situation. And you don't even owe your ex-turned friend any explanation, really. You have to look out for yourself first. They might not want the same thing. They might not want what you want. They might want you guys to get back together. Huh? Do you want that? Is that what you want? If that's what you want, hey, it's fine. But if it's not what you want, you don't owe them any explanation and you don't have to displease yourself just to please them. No, you don't. Say no to people pleasing, okay? And this is one of those scenarios. Put yourself first. If you notice that that friendship with your ex-turned friend is turning into something else, take yourself out of that situation. It's the least you can do to protect yourself. I made a video titled How to Make Your Ex Regret Losing You. Oh, do you want to make your ex wish they never let you go? Do you want to do that? Well, you can't afford to miss this video because it has some mind-blowing points, okay? You can check out the video right here. My name is Chris Odogo and I had so much fun making this video. You know what? I have lots of other interesting videos on my channel. Do you want to check them out? Please do go ahead, okay? I promise you, you won't regret it. Have you subscribed to my channel already? Have you? Well, if you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification. You know why? So you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Drop a comment, let me know what you think about this topic. Let me know what you think about being friends with your ex. Like the video and feel free to share it with your friends. See you in the next video.